And I'm just here from the back to a new 1203BARRETT TV. And if you missed the last one, go and check it out. And we are going to be I'm going to be talking about how I watched a pretty good sequel to one of my favorite series based on the Bible, and that is Left Behind. And yeah, this 2014 sequel, Left Behind: Rise of the Antichrist, which was released last year in 2023, so it really wasn't that long ago. But still, this is pretty much a sequel. This is a sequel. Even the movie itself, of course, shows that, yes, this is a sequel that takes place after the 2014 movie with... I always cannot pronounce his name, but you know who I'm talking about. Something Cage. But again, it does have the same names, or pretty much the same characters' names, but different actors in this movie. Because yeah, it's pretty much recast. It has the same people from the characters in the first movie, but the actors are completely different. And yeah, I do like the story of this one. Because, of course, this is, again, a sequel. This is a sequel, and, like, the government and, which I don't trust them. I will never trust the government or the president. I don't even like our president that is in office. Like, for real, I don't even like our president, so. But, yeah, pretty much saying these saying these lies to scare people, thinking that there's a second wave of the rapture that is happening. Like, showing new disappearances, even though, obviously, I can guarantee you that when the rapture does happen, I'm guaranteed there's gonna be just one rapture. There's not gonna be a second wave or anything. Right. I would guarantee you that. But, again, and having the characters from the last movie, the 2014 movie, having to prove them wrong and so tell everybody, or try to get everybody to know the truth. And like I said, it has different actors playing the characters from the 2014 movie, because they had to recast, or they recast the characters. And believe it or not, again, I cannot pronounce his name. I know it was Cage at the end, but you know who I'm talking about. His replacement in this movie is none other than the actual professor in God's Not Dead 1. Yeah, it's the same actor. I thought he was familiar. When watching it, I thought he was familiar. I just knew something familiar with it. And lo and behold, when I looked it up, it is the same guy who played the professor in the first God's Not Dead movie. And again, that's another franchise that I love. So, it was really cool to know that, yeah, the professor, the guy who played the professor in God's Not Dead, is in this movie. And again, a really good sequel I did enjoy. There was a lot of good moments and a lot of serious moments too. A lot of serious and some moments that kind of almost made me jump as well, because like unexpected moments. But like I said, this movie is definitely a pretty good sequel though. And it just really does show you when it comes to the power, when it comes to the whole rapture, right? And they're wondering what's going to be happening. What's going to be happening, the ones that get left behind. And obviously, like I've mentioned before, I am definitely hoping that nobody gets left behind, but the people on the movie are the ones that got left behind from the first rapture, and everybody believing, again, the fake news saying that there's a second wave of the rapture that happened, even though there were no reports of missing people. But like I said, definitely a really good movie. I mean, I see a lot of people don't really like this movie. I mean, for real though, this movie is definitely a good one, though. I definitely enjoy it. And I am going to be going back and rewatching the, like, 2000 Left Behind one. And, its sequel. I am going to go back and rewatch, or watch those. I don't ever think I even watched those ones. But I know I didn't watch this one right here. I know I didn't watch this one, The Rise of the Antichrist. I had a feeling I watched the 2014 one a long time ago, but obviously I would have not remembered. But yeah, I never watched this one until recently. Because I didn't know that actually didn't know that there was a sequel to the 2014 one. And it was actually very recent. Like I said, 2023 is when this one came out. So, again, that wasn't that long ago. Because, again, 2023 was only last year. But yeah, I'd definitely say give this movie a watch. Because, again, this franchise is definitely a really good franchise, though. And definitely deserves a lot of love, too. Especially when it's, just showing you of what it's going to be like. Because, like I mentioned, this is stuff that will happen. This is stuff that is yet to come. And like I mentioned before, even The Simpsons cannot predict it. Because even though they predicted a lot of things, this is one thing that they will never ever predict. I can say. I can guarantee you that. If you see anybody trying to tell you of like a certain day or time or something, or, kind of like what happened in the movie, it's just best that you don't believe them. Because obviously they're going to lie to you. Because nobody even knows. Right? Nobody knows when it will happen, but it is going to happen. But yeah, I'd like to know what y'all think. Definitely give it a watch if you haven't already. I mean, it would kind of make sense if you watched the 2014 one first and then watched The Rise of the Antichrist, since, this is taking place after the 2014 one, But yeah, I'd like to know what y'all think. Catch you